Welcome to Cooking on the Clock, brought to you by Grace Foods. I'm Camila McDonald, and it's been such a joy journeying with you guys each week to take you through very important tips and strategies on how to cook on the clock, around the clock, healthy, delicious, nutritious meals that are all better for you. So we want to big up Grace for this Better For You campaign. It's an incredibly important campaign, and I want you guys to stay tuned. Subscribe, share, comment, support the thing, because we're here for you each week. And what I love about this show is that it's not just about teaching you healthy tips and techniques in the kitchen, but also some very important nutrition information. So one of the topics that I want to tackle with you guys today is healthy snacking, because it's going to play such an important role in you reaching all of your health and your fitness goals. By snacking in between meals, you're gonna keep your blood sugar levels stable, you're gonna keep your energy levels at an all-time high, you're gonna keep your appetite in check so that you're not super hungry before you eat your next meal. And very importantly, it's going to increase your metabolism. And so your fat burning power is just going to shoot through the roof, all right? And what you snack on, right? Not just snacking, but what you snack on is even more important. There are snacks that we're gonna welcome in our circle of trust, and those are snacks that keep you full for long, that are not full of empty calories. They're gonna also provide you with some essential vitamins and minerals and antioxidants. And when choosing snacks to help you reach these goals, you want to make sure that you have a really good mix between complex carbohydrates, protein, and fiber. It's very important. So the great thing about making your own healthy snacks at home is that you don't have to worry about things like trans fat, things like added sugar, things like that are high in sodium, or maybe just like really long ingredients that you can't even pronounce. And you guys should by now know how I feel about that, right? And today I'm gonna talk you through a snack staple that I think you should make every single week. I make it every week. It's so versatile. There are hundreds of ways that you can make it, literally. It's one of the best things that the Mediterranean diet ever gifted us with, and that is hummus. So let us move into this week's recipe review. So today's recipe is our heavenly hummus. And listen to me, it's heavenly for so many reasons. First of all, it's creamy in the most dreamiest way. It is very, very, very easy. So there are so many ways that you can make hummus. Hummus is basically just chickpeas that is cooked and mashed and mixed with tahini, with olive oil. There's lemon juice and salt and garlic, but you can get super creative by adding different ingredients to change the flavor profile. So for example, red pepper hummus is my fave, and I promise we're gonna go through that soon. But I wanted to take you through the most basic hummus recipe there is, so that you can whip it up in minutes and have it with so many of your favorite salads, salad bowls, your wraps, your breakfast sandwiches. Oh my gosh, there's so much you can do with hummus. The best part about our heavenly hummus is you only need 8 ingredients, all right? And as I said, you can whip it up in minutes. I've made hummus with both canned as well as freshly cooked chickpeas. And I'm gonna be honest, dry chickpeas that is soaked and cooked gives hummus a little more flavor and a little more creaminess. I don't always have time to soak and boil and dry, and you guys know the deal. So, sometimes, especially if I haven't made it in advance and I just kind of want to whip up something really, really quickly, then I have resorted to cans all the time. Just remember, if you are getting your chickpeas or your garbanzo beans from the can, make sure to throw it out in a bowl, thoroughly rinse it, drain it, rinse it, drain it, rinse it, so that you are just rinsing out all of the preservatives. All right, so today we are actually prepping our hummus. So we're making this heavenly hummus today so that when we are ready to cook on the clock, we already have our hummus ready to pair it with many other fantastic things. All right, so what you'll need today is chickpeas, of course. So I already soaked and cooked my chickpeas, so I have that right here. You're also going to need baking soda. So I've tried so many ways to make hummus, and I've found that soaking it with the baking soda helps to break down the chickpea skin while it's boiling. So there are a lot of recipes that require you to like peel it before, which is really frustrating. It takes a long time, but boiling it with the baking soda will help the skin to just come off really easily, which is important because that also helps with the creaminess. Some recipes don't ask you to take it off at all. I prefer when they're off, and I have found that baking soda really helps with that. Now, tahini. Don't run away, friends. Do not be afraid of this. Tahini is one of those special ingredients that, you know, I recommend getting. There are gonna be so many different ways that I have for you to use it. You can use it in salad dressings, and it's gonna last you for months in the fridge. So I don't want you to think about the upfront cost necessarily. You know, grab it whenever you can, whenever you get the chance, and save this video if you have not gotten it yet, so that you can, you know, think about it and get it when you're ready. But it is really one of those star ingredients that I think you should have on your hand all the time. And again, if you do not have tahini, then you can buy sesame seeds and just blend them up yourself, all right? So you're also gonna need freshly squeezed lemon juice. You can also use lime if you don't have lemons. We're gonna be using extra virgin olive oil because this is the liquid that's going to help to process everything smoothly together. Then we're gonna use freshly minced garlic. I love the flavor that garlic brings to hummus, but if you are not a garlic person, no worries, just omit it altogether and it will be just fine. We're gonna use cumin, which is a common spice that's found in hummus. It adds a really nice, beautiful, subtle flavor. And then we'll use salt, just a tiny bit of sea salt to kind of bring all the flavors together. We're gonna be using ice cold water towards the end. This is gonna be very important. That's what's going to give the hummus the really creamy, incredible texture that we're gonna be left with. And that's it. Let's get prepping. All right, so first we're gonna start out with 1 cup of our soaked and dried chickpeas. And you're gonna add baking soda in a medium saucepan, and you're gonna cover that with water. You want to have about 1 to 2 inches of water above the chickpeas. And you're gonna bring that mixture to a boil over a high heat. So once the chickpeas are boiled, you're gonna reduce the heat just so that the pan is not overflowing. And you're gonna leave it there for about 20 minutes until the skin starts falling off and the chickpeas start to expand. And you know, basically here you want the chickpeas nice and soft, but you don't want it mushed out. While those chickpeas are boiling, if there's any foam or anything that floats to the surface, maybe even skin, then you can start to just kind of take that off. And after about 20 minutes, you're gonna drain the chickpeas and run very cool water over them, and then just kind of set it aside. Then in your high-speed blender or your food processor, you're gonna add your lemon juice, your tahini, and you're gonna just kind of let that blend for about a minute. Doing it this way first is going to give it a lot of volume and help to make the hummus very fluffy. You'll be able to taste the difference. Then you just kind of scrape down the sides of your blender or your food processor, and you're gonna add now the cooked chickpeas without the skin. You're gonna add the olive oil, you're gonna add the garlic, you're gonna add the cumin, you're gonna add the salt. You're gonna process it until it's smooth, maybe about 2 or 3 minutes more. And then you're gonna get cold water and gradually add just a little bit at a time so that you can help to scrape down and continue to process the mixture. All right, guys, there you have it, our heavenly hummus that came together with just 8 simple ingredients, really quick, and can be used in so many different ways with so many different dishes, which I'm gonna show you in the next episode. The great thing about hummus is that it stores super well in the fridge, and I like to make a batch over the weekend so that I can have it on hand for my snacks and meals throughout the week. So make sure to store it in an airtight container. All right, and you can just seal that up, store it in the fridge safely, and I'll see you the next time when we're ready to cook on the clock.